It's a sprawling migrant camp with numbers skyrocketing in recent months. Its name is Matamoros, and it's within minutes walking distance from the United States border. The Trump administration implemented its Remain in Mexico policy, more officially known as the Migrant Protection Protocols, or MPP, over a year ago, forcing asylum seekers, many facing violence in their home countries, to wait indefinitely in Mexico for their hearings while American courts process their claims. The Ninth Circuit ruled against the Trump administration's Remain in Mexico policy, but put a hold on their decision to limit chaos and confusion at the border while the administration challenges the decision in the Supreme Court. We crossed the U.S.-Mexico border in February to find out how the policy was impacting asylum seekers firsthand.
Me dieron esta carpa grande por mi estado de salud.
¿Y cuántas personas aquí?
Somos 4, yo y mi esposa y mis 2 hijas. Estamos ubicados acá. Igual que yo de estar esperando, así hay muchas personas que tienen 7 meses de estar esperando para poder llegar a Estados Unidos. 7 meses estar en una carpa es muy difícil.
Luis Martinez left the violence in Honduras with his daughters and wife. He did not want them to appear on camera for fear of retribution back home.
Enséñame lo que te pasó.
Me pasó esto en mi país. Me pegaron 4 balazos, 2 en el abdomen y 1 en mi brazo y otro en la espalda. Iba a poner mi abuela y me salieron 4 tipos y me pidieron las pertenencias, me dispararon y me dejaron como muerto. Cuando me pegaron esto, yo sentía que ya no iba jamás a volver a ver a nadie. Ahorita que mataron a mi hermana en Puebla, no sé qué hacer. Nunca pensé venirme a quedar a un caos de esto, porque este es un caos.
He had hoped to seek asylum in the United States, but for the last several months, he's been living here, in a tent in Matamoros. Food, shelter, legal representation, these are all scarce in Matamoros, as is the hope that they'll ever make it across.
Cada persona se ha presentado a la corte y ellos vienen a tarde y traen una historia que dicen que vienen, lo vuelven a mandar a Matamoros a esperar, le dan otra corte para unos 3 meses o algunos se desesperan y mejor se regresan a su país. Hay personas que ya llevan 10 meses acá en el campamento y ya se adaptaron a vivir acá y ellos no pueden regresar a su país. Si tendría que me deportaran a mi país, yo tendría que volver a hacer el viaje de nuevo, no importa las veces que sean, yo volvería hasta fin que lograría entrar a Estados Unidos.
Activists like Team Brownsville co-founder Andrea Morris-Rudnick says if the camp just keeps growing, the situation could get out of control.
If MPP stays in place, what happens here?
What happens here is the same thing that's happening now. We are growing by between 50 and 100 people a day. The conditions are going to get tighter and tighter. You see tents very close together right now, and then some open space. That's all going to close as more and more people come if MPP continues.
Is this sustainable?
I'm honestly not sure. We are buying and pouring funds in here, donated funds from all over the United States. So people are very generous. So I would say that in that sense, it is sustainable from the perspective of the Mexican government. They would prefer to see this encampment go away.
The Trump administration says MPP is crucial to its immigration policy and essential to lowering the number of pending asylum cases. But the Remain in Mexico policy has been challenged repeatedly by the courts. This January, the House Judiciary Committee opened an investigation into MPP, asking the Department of Homeland Security to hand over more information. We reached out to the Department of Homeland Security about the actual number of people winning their asylum cases, and they have yet to give comment. In responses to criticism, the Trump administration has in the past said that migrants could just get jobs in Mexico. As the camp has expanded, tensions with local residents of Matamoros have increased.
Dependemos mucho del turismo americano. Ahorita estamos en la temporada fuerte pero pues se ha reducido mucho el considerable número de turistas por la situación de los migrantes que están apostados en las orillas de este bordo del río Bravo.
Raul Garcia is the owner of the restaurant Garcia's. It's just feet away from the entrance of the camp. When we spoke with him, you could see the tops of the tents from the restaurant window.
Es una contaminación visual pues muy desagradable porque eso es gente de escasos recursos, donde no tienen baños, no tienen las primeras necesidades básicas del ser humano.
You call it disagreeable, but where are these people supposed to go?
Personalmente yo considero que ellos deberían de estar en otro lugar ya sea un campo adecuado con la infraestructura necesaria para que ellos tengan una estadía placentera.
You've taken a strong stance against the people living in that camp outside. Do you have sympathy for them?
Yo sí tengo simpatía con ellos porque los veo todos los días. No estoy enojado con ellos. Lo que estamos disconformes es en la situación donde se encuentran, en el lugar donde se encuentran.
In response, migrants in Matamoros are becoming more organized.
Y ahora ya estamos más organizados. Hay un líder de cada país que los ayudan a colaborar en el campamento. He oído decir cosas que no vienen a caso. Yo más bien como me puse como líder de acá, del campamento, a hacer limpiezas.
The Trump administration's policies are causing a level of suffering that we really don't know about in the United States. They are causing direct suffering to these people that are legally going through a process that we have set out. They're people that have had terrible, terrible things happen to them. They didn't come on a whim.
Yo le pido al gobierno de Estados Unidos que por favor me dejen allá.
Hey, NBC News viewers, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.